So here's something called zero moment of truth. This is something that you should care about, and it's something that Google really cares about. One thing I've figured out is if Google really cares about it, that means you probably should really care about it as well from a business point of view, because the closer you can align with what they want, the better you go. They sort of are a bit like the government of the internet these days. So the zero moment of truth is really any time that you grab your laptop, your desktop, your smartphone, that kind of thing, and you start researching something. So at some stage, you go from being in that research investigation mode into becoming a consumer, and that happens through this phase. So here shows the three critical moments of truth that you need to know about. So that zero moment of truth was the first one that we were talking about. So it happens is you get a stimulus. So there's some kind of idea. Say for example, you needed to research the washing machine is broken. So really need to fix the washing machine. And then you might grab your phone or grab your tablet or whatever, and then just start researching best washing machine brands, top loader, that kind of thing. So start just putting the feelers out for info. So that's the zero moment of truth. So you might find there's one particular brand then that really resonates with you. They've got some really good information online, that kind of stuff. You think, wow, these guys seem good, really good reviews. And then so when you buy, that is the first moment of truth. When you actually purchase, that's called the first moment of truth. And then the second moment of truth is when you get it home and you experience it. You try it out and you say to someone, wow, I just bought that whatever brand, say for example, Fisher & Paykel top loading washing machine. It was awesome, does a great job, so good, really quiet, all that kind of thing. So that's when you're then effectively becoming that stimulus that goes around, do you know what I mean, for someone else's first moment of truth. So this stuff's crucially, important. And this here shows, it might be a little bit hard to see, but what it shows is like some of the sources used, in the buying process, such as online catalogs, search engines, brand websites, reviews, that kind of thing. I'll show you in a minute how to maximize your zero moment of truth, for your brand, because it's just so important moving forward. Because what's happening is when audiences are thinking about your brand, your product, your service, they're thinking basically at a subconscious level, it's coming down to these three things. So, will it save me or make me money? They want to know that. Will it save me time? Or will it improve my life? So the will it improve my life includes all the fun type stuff. For example, if you're buying yourself a new necklace or a bracelet or whatever, that fits into the will it improve my life, because you're getting some kind of joy out of that thing. So this is really what's going on at a subconscious level when people are doing that zero moment of truth research and then moving into that first moment of truth where they're actually making that buying decision. Okay, cool. So now how can we win the zero moment of truth? What are the things that we as business owners and entrepreneurs and brand owners and product marketers, what do we need to be thinking about with our zero moment of truth? And there's things like rich snippet reviews. So, for example, star ratings on websites and that kind of stuff. That's probably a little bit geeky for some, but if you talk to your website developer, they'll know what that is. Optimization of mobile. We already spoke about that, how mobile is going to become the first device. So Google can tell whether or not you have a mobile optimized site. And the reality is they're going to less and less send you traffic if your site is not mobilized. And that's already happening now. So, and the other thing is if you're sending mobile traffic to a non-mobile optimized site, then really people are doing that whole pinch and zoom and that kind of thing, and you're basically wasting. Like what we see at the moment is roughly, across all the Google Analytics accounts, roughly 30% of all traffic we see is coming from mobile devices. It can be a little bit higher. And of those, at least 15 to 20% are coming from handheld devices. So what it means is 15 or 20 out of every 100 people you're annoying if you're not doing this stuff. So that's really, really important. So the next one is social signals. So are you building likes? Are you building plus ones, for Google Plus, that kind of thing? Are you winning the problem statements, in search? So there, that search is, can't really see that, sorry. I'll give you an example. Yeah, it's best anti-frizz shampoo, that kind of thing. So not just when people are searching for your brand, product or service, but when people are actually searching for your category or for the problems you solve. Make sure that you're winning those sort of zero moment of truths. A lot of people don't really think about that, but that's what the end consumer, they've got a problem statement. They're not seeking out because they really want to buy something from you, like unless you're Apple or whatever, but as a general rule, that's the way a lot of business happens. Think video. Are you turning up in the video search results? YouTube is the second biggest, search engine on the planet. What's your presence like there? We've got an amazing session coming up as well, all about YouTube, and where we dive deep into that because it's just an incredible opportunity, right now. Have you got dominant rankings, in search for your main, whether it's product, category, that kind of thing? Are you doing social proof, such as reviews, testimonials, that kind of thing? Have you got that on your website so that we often use the word what others say rather than testimonials, so that people can see, what have been the other experiences of people who've worked with you? Ratings and reviews on public sites, whether it's like on Amazon if you're selling there, or TripAdvisor, or any Yelp, or wherever else that you're listing. And does it load fast? So Google cares about that as well. So there's a whole bunch of things to think about, but you can see, if Google's thinking about zero moment of truth and you're not, but you are now, but the other marketers who weren't smart enough to plug themselves into this sort of stuff aren't, you can give yourself an advantage over the competition by starting to look at, plugging in all those sorts of things. And this is a really, really good statement, I think, that sort of really summed up, where things are at. And this is from Simon Can, the Chief Marketing Officer of Google Asia Pac, and he said, for over 150 years, the purpose of advertising was to draw customers into the store so that they can touch and feel the product in order to close the sale. However, with digital, brands can engage with customers in incredibly immersive ways long before they decide to enter a store. Creating these digital experiences will be the key for success for brands in the future. So it shows that zero moment of truth stuff's important now, but it's going to get more and more important as we move on.